Deep in the lush, mist-wreathed forests of Marikina, where ancient trees stood like silent guardians and the wind carried the scent of damp earth and wild jasmine, stood a small Nipa hut. It belonged to Kiko, a quiet 12-year-old boy who lived there with his grandmother. Their home was simple, woven palm leaves for walls, bamboo poles for support, and a thatched roof that sighed softly when the breeze blew. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the sky turned purple and gray, Kiko sat by the window, watching fireflies dance between the trees. His grandmother had gone to the village to buy medicine, leaving him alone with a lantern glowing gently on the table. The air grew cool, and a strange hush fell over the forest. No crickets chirped, no birds called. Then he heard it, a soft, rhythmic tapping on the bamboo wall. Tap! 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 Kiko froze. "Who's there?" he called, his voice trembling. No answer, only the tapping, now moving toward the door. Slowly, the woven palm leaf door creaked open, and a figure stepped into the warm glow of the lantern. It was a tall, slender man with skin as pale as moonlight, hair dark as night, and eyes that shone like polished amber. He wore a long cloak the color of dried blood, and his movements were smooth, almost gliding, as if his feet never touched the floor. "I mean you no harm, little one," the stranger said. His voice was low and melodic, like wind through hollow bamboo. "My name is Valerius. I have walked these woods for hundreds of years, and I have grown so very tired and lonely." Kiko clutched the edge of his wooden bench, heart pounding. He knew the old stories his grandmother told, of creatures that lived in the shadows, who fed not on life, but on memories and moments of joy. But Valerius didn't look like a monster. He looked sad. "Why are you here?" Kiko asked, finding a little courage. "I only wish to rest," Valerius replied, his amber eyes softening. "Your home glows with kindness. It is rare to find such warmth in this darkening world. I will not hurt you. I only ask to stay here, in the corner, until the sun rises." Kiko hesitated, then nodded. Something in the vampire's face told him there was more sorrow than danger in his heart. He moved the lantern closer to the corner, so Valerius could sit in the light without fear. As the night deepened, Valerius spoke of his long life, of kings and queens long gone, of forests that had turned to cities, of friends he had outlived. He told Kiko how he had once been a healer, cursed centuries ago by a jealous sorcerer to live forever in the shadows, never able to step into sunlight, never able to grow old or rest. "I do not take what is not mine," Valerius said gently. "I feed only on the shadows that cling to people's hearts, fear, anger, sadness. I take those heavy feelings away, leaving only light behind. That is my curse. And my gift." When dawn began to paint the sky pink and gold, Valerius stood up. He looked stronger, lighter, as if the kindness Kiko had shown him had filled him with new life. "Thank you," he said, bowing slightly. "You have given me more rest and joy than I have known in a century. I will watch over this hut, and you, for as long as I walk these woods. No harm will ever come to you here." He stepped out the door and melted into the mist, gone before the first ray of sunlight touched the Nipa roof. When his grandmother returned, Kiko told her everything. She smiled knowingly and said, "The old ones are not all evil, Apo. Some are just lost, looking for a little light in the dark. You did well to share yours." From that night on, Kiko never felt afraid alone in the hut. Sometimes, when the moon was full and the wind was soft, he would see a tall, shadowy figure standing at the edge of the trees, watching over his home, a silent guardian bound by gratitude, a vampire who had found friendship in a small boy's heart. And whenever Kiko felt sad or scared, he would whisper into the wind. And somehow, the heavy feelings always drifted away, leaving only peace behind.